When someone says genius, most of us picture a guy with glasses, a book under his arm, maybe at Harvard. But our guy today, he's not from that chapter. He's a walking paradox, a wild mix of stubbornness, talent, and motor oil. He could have been an anime character if he hadn't become a real-life symbol of Japan's engineering miracle. This is the story of Soichiro Honda, a madman in the best possible way, a man who gave his life to speed, machines, and sometimes alcohol. So buckle up, it's going to be a ride. He was born in a regular Japanese village near Hamamatsu. No luxury, no samurai sword under the pillow. His dad was a blacksmith, his mum a homemaker. Luckily, by the time he was born, Japan had ditched the class system, so anyone with brains and a bit of nerve had a shot at making it. Step 1. Survive. Out of 7 kids, only 1 made it. Him. Grim, sure, but back then, child mortality was like rural Wi-Fi. Unstable, but people got used to it. Yeah, not the funniest joke, but those weren't the funniest times either. From early on, Soichiro didn't care for authority or school rules. He went to school in body only. His mind was always somewhere between gears and chains. His dad repaired bicycles, and their home looked more like a 2-wheeled scrapyard museum. At 15, Honda came across a magazine ad. A Tokyo auto shop was hiring a mechanic's assistant. And he walked there. Not by bus, not by train. On foot. 260 kilometers. People today can't even be bothered to hit the order button online, and this guy fired up his legs and just marched. Google Maps wouldn't even suggest a route like that today. Okay, sometimes carts gave him a lift. In reality, he wrote them a letter first, got a reply, and then started walking. His first tasks were sweeping, fetching food, and other humble duties of a mechanic Padawan. No pay, just food, floor space, and a chance to someday become a pro. Turns out the kid wasn't just sharp, he was freakishly talented. The owner, Yuzo Sakikibara, noticed him quickly and took him under his wing. Then came the Great Kanto earthquake in 1923. Tokyo burned, the auto shop caught fire. Honda, who had never driven a car before, pulled 3 of them out of the flames. When you spend 2 years rebuilding the same jalopy, you'll drag it out of a fire with your teeth if you have to. He was promoted to full mechanic. Picture customers' reactions when a 17-year-old showed up with a wrench in his teeth. But he could start any engine, and doubts vanished fast. That same year, 1924, Sakikibara said, "Let's go racing." So with Honda's brother, a few other apprentices, and of course Soichiro himself, they started building race cars. First project, the Art Daimler. Then the Curtiss, which had an aircraft engine from a Jenny biplane. Yep, a plane engine. In a car. Every engineering student's fantasy. And guess what? They won. On November 23, 1924, their team won Japan's 5th National Auto Championship. The driver was Sakikibara's brother. Honda rode shotgun, the tech guy. That's when he completely lost it. He fell in love with racing like a TikToker falls in love with likes. His entire life, every invention, aimed at proving one thing. He was the king of motorsport. In 1928, the garage opened a branch in Honda's hometown. He returned and quickly turned it into a lab where ordinary cars got wild upgrades. Fire trucks, bus bodies, even patented metal spokes. Before that, they were wooden and hated water more than students hate finals. He also invented Japan's first car lift. A 1935 photo shows everything. Honda in a white suit leaning on a race car, workers in the background, and the lift right there. The white coat wasn't just for flair, it was a symbol of clean manufacturing. Dirty coat equals messy shop. In 1936, Soichiro himself raced, but his car had other plans. It slammed into a parked vehicle, flipped, and injured his shoulder. His brother, who was with him, broke his spine. Their father said, "That's it, no more racing." And just like that, Honda retired from driving. So he turned to manufacturing. Piston rings. Investors were like, "Are you nuts? The garage is making money." Honda went, "Cool, I'll fund it myself." He partnered with a friend and sent the first batch to Toyota. 50 rings. They accepted 3. Yes, 3, not percent, pieces. He realized 8 years of school wasn't enough, so he went back to studying. 2 years later, bingo, perfect piston ring. He began supplying Toyota and Nakajima aircraft, the future Yamaha. War forced automation. With the men off fighting, only women and engineers remained. Then, boom, war's over. Toyota offered to buy out Honda's business for 450,000 yen. He said yes. So, did he invest in a new factory? Nope. He bought a giant tank of booze and started drinking. He threw parties, brewed sake, experimented. Then, in a drunken haze, a buddy showed up with a little engine from a radio. They slapped it on a bicycle. His wife rode it to buy bread. The whole village freaked out. Soichiro instantly knew, this is it. The moped is hot. In 1947, Honda released the Type A, the company's first product. Just one problem: he was a brilliant engineer, but a terrible manager. The company would have flopped if not for the arrival of Takeo Fujisawa in 1949. Fujisawa handled all the boring stuff: paperwork, money, sales, so Honda could focus on what he loved: engines, ideas, racing, madness. And that's where things really took off. Because this duo, Honda and Fujisawa, would go on to change the world. Mopeds, motorcycles, then cars. They launched with the power of a race start and never looked back. But that's a story for part 2, where we'll have more speed, more engines, and more insane ideas that would even make Elon Musk sweat.